Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to another video, and in today's video we're going to be talking about another week of makeup news. So I'm going to be sharing with you everything that was released, sneak peeked, and we're going to kind of discuss all the new things. I decided to film this today. I was kind of wondering if I shouldn't postpone it for next Sunday and have like one Sunday off, but I was looking at Makeup on Your Radar because that's where I get all of my information, and it looked like there's quite a bit of things happening. So I decided to just go and have and make this video today so that next week it's not too long. So let's just start with the video. There's the Made by Mitchell Curve Case Cream Makeup Palette. I think they already had these, and these are just like new shades, if I'm understanding this correctly, because I know they had something very similar to this, with like where you have like bronzers, concealers, blushes, all sorts of face products, and it's all like cream products. There's a lot of different skin tones and skin depths, and it's for $32.50. I've never tried Made by Mitchell. I feel like for one person, I don't know if this is necessary. It just seems like a lot of product and a lot of things. But you know, if you like this type of aesthetic, if you like these cream products and you do your makeup every single day, maybe. I personally don't really use cream products all that often on my face, and I don't really do like a full face. I mostly do just eyes and then like maybe lipstick and blush and highlighter. So for me, this is like a little bit too advanced and too complicated. I'm not really into like face makeup, so I'm not really gonna be purchasing that. And they also had the Blush Pot Domed Blusher, which I think are baked blushes. At least I assume, because you can't really press a blush into a dome shape. These are $15.50 each. And there's a lot of shades. There's some cooler tones, some warmer tones. Have I ever tried baked blush? I feel like I had one and I got rid of it because it wasn't my color. Again, I have so many blushes, so I'm not gonna be trying that, but apparently it's supposed to be like soft focus finish, a little bit glowier blushes, and they're supposed to be really smooth and easy to use. But I'm not gonna be trying those. And just, you know, and Made by Mitchell is now at Ulta as well. I think you can get it at Ulta, Beauty Bay, their website, I think. And I don't know about other places, but these three you can definitely get. Made by Mitchell. And there were a couple other like foundations and stuff that I'm not really gonna talk about, because honestly a lot of these brands I don't even know. There's a new release from Colourpop. They're gonna have a Shrek collection. They're collaborating with Shrek. And there's like lip and cheek balms, lip glosses, lip oils, then there's a body glitter gel and the like Beware Ogre palette. I do love the aesthetic. I love the way the palette, like the actual palette compact looks like. It's really, really pretty. But then the inside, even though it does match to the color story of Shrek, or like the cover art, I'm not gonna be buying this because it's warm neutrals with greens. A lot of the interesting shades in this palette look exactly or very similar to the Tinkerbell palette that I have, and that I'm nearly done with my goals for project panning for this year, because I've been trying to like hit a pan on some of these shades, and I was even able to use up some of the shades. So, you know, I'm not gonna introduce a palette that is very similar. Also, I do, with Colourpop, I do like their mattes. They're not like my favorite mattes, but they're an okay matte formula for drugstore. I don't like their shimmers though. Like their shimmery shades, most of them are very just like barely like satins kind of. I had two shimmery shades. Both of them were actually from the Tinkerbell palette. They were kind of nice. They still don't they still don't stand a chance with my other shimmer formulas from other brands. They're still like very mediocre, but for ColourPop standards, I had two shimmers that were almost sparkly. But the rest of them, I just don't, you know, I don't like them. So yeah, it's not really something that I'm interested in. But this collection is gonna be available on Thursday. I don't remember the prices, but it's usually very similar, so it should be pretty much the same as always. This is another 15 pan palette, so I don't remember how much their 15 pans are, but it's usually like the same price. So that's from ColourPop. Then there was the Prismatic Dreams palette from Electrum Cosmetics, which is a 9-pan all shimmer palette. I've had so many things trying to that I wanted to try from Electrum Cosmetics, but every single time I go to their website to try to order something, I usually don't order at the launch because usually I just have other things to do. But you know, sometime later, they would usually just have maybe like one or two things in pre-order, and then everything else is like sold out and not in pre-order. At least every single time I looked at their website, and I just don't really want to shop like that. I'm not really trying to like show their entire brand. Like I usually just buy one or two things from the brand because it's expensive products. But now with like all the taxes, and it is really expensive to ship from the US and pay the duties and everything, I am even less intrigued in this. I don't know if Electrum is still on Monolith because I haven't really seen their products in a while. On Monolith's website, by the way, Monolith had a launch today, so in case you're in Europe and you like indie brands, you can check out Monolith, and they have a lot of indie brands all together, so you can get a lot of indie brands at the same time for one shipping cost. But yeah, this is a beautiful palette. I love these colors. They're just like pinks, purples, green, orange, yellow, blue, like all the colors that I really enjoy. But it just, yeah, I'm kind of confused with this brand, and if they get to Monolith, and if I will see this palette on Monolith and it's not gonna be too expensive, I might get it at some point because it is very pretty. And it's always nice to have like a small all shimmer palette, but otherwise I'm not really getting it. This one is very pricey though. This one is for $75 and there's also a highlighter, and the highlighter is for $25. This is launching on the 22nd, which is Friday, I believe. Yeah, I think it's Friday. And yeah, it's just, you know, it seems like a lot. And the only thing I have from Electrum is the Daydreamer face highlighter palette, which is beautiful. But there's gonna be a new release from DD Signature. I think it's called Broken Jewels. Yeah, and it's supposed to be 16 shades. I don't know if this is eyeshadow palette or if it's like face palette and eye palette. We don't know the inside, but I'm definitely intrigued, and I think DD Signature is supposed to have a lot or a couple launches now in like summer and autumn, so I'm definitely intrigued to see that what it's gonna be. I tried DD Signature for the first time this year, and I already have two of their palettes. I was kind of wondering if I'm not gonna buy the newest 9-pan palette that they've had. It was a collaboration. I don't remember who they were collaborating with, but it was a really beautiful, colorful palette, and it is on Monolith. I saw it there today, but I decided not to order anything today. If I'm gonna do that later, or maybe with the next launch if something's gonna still be on the website. But I just decided not to buy anything right now. I shopped at Cleonat for their anniversary sale that was happening I don't know when it started, if it was like Thursday, maybe Thursday. So that was obviously a little bit more expensive order because I think I bought like 5 nail polishes on one palette from the new collection. So yeah, I think I'm gonna be good for at least a while now. I don't want to spend too much money. Then there's something from Shine by SD, the Fierce and Fearless eyeshadow collection. I think we've already talked about it last week, and it's already available. I don't know how much these shades cost. I haven't tried Shine by SD, but I really want to. I've heard so many people say wonderful things about this brand, so I would really love to try that. Then there's the Bella Beauty Bar Coalescence. I don't know how to pronounce that, but it's a collaboration with Nupur. I love her. And I don't know if it's just like a single eyeshadow collection or if it's a palette. I'm not completely sure. And I can't wait to see what this is. Again, Bella Beauty Bar is a brand that I've tried for the first time this year. I recently reviewed the Ocean Jewel palette, which was my first palette from them. I also have the Basic Witch, which I hope I'm gonna be able to review in September because I'm trying to like, you know, disperse, is that a word? All of these reviews so that they're not like, I don't want to film 4 reviews in a row and then not have any review up for 6 months, you know. So I'm just kind of slowly waiting in between having the time to actually like enjoy all the new palettes that I'm introducing into my collection and also working on my panning project. So, you know, it's I have like 5 palettes I think that I haven't opened yet that are sitting here and waiting for a review, and I do want to film a review and I will film a review. I just, you know, I've been kind of swamped and now I'm finally getting into going through all of these things, and some of them were here with me for a while. So anyways, that was the coalescence. I really don't know how I'm supposed to pronounce that. Then there's a new guessing game starting at Nomad. That it starts tomorrow on Monday. And obviously there will be 4 clues as always, and for every single clue they always pick 2 winners that will get the palette. The game starts tomorrow on Monday. Final clue is on Thursday, August 21st. Then the destination reveal is the next day on Friday, and Saturday they will reveal the color story, and the launch date is next Monday, so the 25th. So yeah, I can't wait. It looks kind of spooky, it looks Halloweeny, it looks dark. I just cannot wait for this. Yeah, I'm super excited. I love Nomad. I'm gonna start filming with the Haunted Europe palette tomorrow because I bought this a couple months ago and I still haven't had time to review this. So I'm gonna be playing with this tomorrow, and I'm gonna do like 3 looks in the next like 3 days probably. And I still have the Chamonix Apres-Ski palette that I hope I'm gonna be reviewing either in September or in November. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And there are a lot of brands that I don't know and I've never heard anyone talk about them, so I don't really think that we need to talk about them. There's new lippies from Melt Cosmetics that are launching. That have launched on Friday. Sharp lines, soft smudges, and endless attitude. Oh, yeah, lip pencils, a lot of them look either like pinky or brown. Nothing really, like they're all very nude, at least from the pictures, and there's also lipsticks with that, I guess. Then what was really interesting, Gourmand Girls will have a new collection with Doodles by the Bunny. And there's the Trapped palette, which looks very, very fun. I think I have 3 palettes from Gourmand Girls. I have the Spooked, Haunted, and the Nightshade. I also had the Bitten, but I decided to give it away. And I can't wait to see what this is because I think it's supposed to be like a green and pink berry color story. I don't know if it's not going to be too similar to the, how was it called? Devour palette from Unearthly that launched like 2 years ago, maybe. I'm not sure if it's not going to be too similar, but we'll see because I don't really remember what the color story was like. Because I think because I think Doodle Bunny Bunny has this color story for this palette up on their page because I think they made this design a while ago, if I remember that correctly. So I'm very intrigued to see that, and I do like Gourmand Girls, and I haven't shopped from them in a while. Obviously, I had the Bitten Pad, but that was the only thing in a while. So I'm definitely very excited. There's the Midnight Garden from NBA coming soon, which is a huge palette. It's a 30-pan palette. It's not magnetic, and it's, yeah, we don't know exactly when is it coming, I guess, because I can't really find any dates and I can't find the price. It's very like neutrals with blues and berry pinks. This color story for me doesn't really say anything. Like it's just so many different shades and I can't see any like cohesiveness in it. It's just like, you know, picking 3 colors and using multiple shades from each of these colors and putting that into a palette. Like that's exactly how that looks like to me. Yes, you can do neutral look. Yes, you can do like pink look. You can do blue look. But honestly, I'm not inspired to do anything other than monochromatic looks with this. And even the monochromatic looks I wouldn't want to do, honestly, because a lot of these shades look kind of murky gray almost. And then there's these like peachy and pumpkiny oranges. And I don't know, I don't think that this really goes together. For me, this doesn't look appealing. Maybe it will look appealing to you. But yeah, not my thing, to be honest. There's also something from Terra Moons. There was the On Top of the World collection from Cleona that is already out, and also there's the anniversary sale happening at Cleona. I shopped like right when the anniversary sale started, and I thought I'm gonna be able to get the palette, the On Top of the World collection palette. And I was almost able to place my order, but it went out of stock, so I had to purchase it for pre-order. So it should start shipping in the beginning of September, hopefully. So by the end of September, I might have this palette, and I might try it with like other palettes that are more matte heavy. But yeah, it's 10 iridescent multichrome topper nail lacquers, 6 cloud curly nail lacquers, 6 juicy jelly nail lacquers, and the iridescent, the On Top of the World sparkling iridescent palette. So yeah, you can get that. And as I said, the sale is happening right now at Cleonet, so you might even get some money off. The palette retails for 140 and 99 Canadian dollars and 99 cents, which is like 77 US dollars. And the nail lacquers are like 14 Canadian dollars or a little bit over 10 US dollars. And you can use codes to get additional discounts. But I think there was also something from Terra Moons, if I remember that correctly. I can't find it, but I could have sworn that there were singles from Terra Moons, but I guess I'm just mistaken, or I don't know. Maybe I just made that up in my head. Let me search real quick. Yeah, I can't find it on Makeup on Your Radar. So I think that's everything. So as I said, I already bought the Cleonat Iridescent Shimmer Palette, which probably means that I don't need the Electrum palette. I'm trying to like talk myself out of it. I can't wait to see the Bella Beauty Bar and Nupur collaboration, and I really can't wait for the Nomad guessing game. I love these guessing games, and also the Trapped collection from Gourmand Girls. There are like other brands, like I know that there was something from Patrick Ta and Hourglass, and I think there was a couple other brands, but I'm really just not into that, and it feels like the same things all over. So I'm not really gonna be talking about that today. I feel like the video is already long enough. But let me know what you thought about this video. Let me know if any of these new releases intrigue you, and what are the latest products that you've introduced to your collection. Let me know down below. So I hope you've had a wonderful, wonderful week, and I'll be super happy to see you tomorrow with another video. Bye!